children do resist structure, they are, I think, reassured by it, and the message structure gives is that we care enough to actually help you navigate the complexity of life, and giving structure makes day-to-day things much easier to handle. Now let's think about the adults, and very often there are three sets of adults in a child's life. Parents, number one, teachers, but also leaders, and the leaders these days are not just church or youth leaders, they may be people they see online, and that online element of technology is really important. Children are always watching you, children are always copying you, and they notice how you speak, they notice how we handle disagreement, and as a non-Nigerian, I see there is not meant. Children do the same thing. I see that same behavior in school. Children watch whether you keep promises. Children watch whether you show respect, and respect to everyone, and you take responsibility. And that's why I suggest morality. You can lecture them on values until you're blue in the face, but actually children copy what they see and what they hear rather than the lecture. A lecture on honesty is no use if you then do something that goes completely against it. So going to a school where values are plastered all over the walls doesn't actually live up to those values. And the same with is safety, physical, sexual, social, technological, all sorts of different types of safety. A sense of belonging. Do they know who they are and where they are? Again, going back to our opening. Structure. Somebody encouraging them. And high expectations or aspirations. How high can they rise? How can they move beyond? Do you have of children help them rise, or are they designed to keep children in their place, wherever that place is? And what responsibility does that place on us as adults to create that environment? So let me leave you with this. Every child will rise to something. And the question we need to be asking ourselves is whether the environments we create is towards character and towards purpose. So whilst I say let the child rise, I also say let the adults lead. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Mr. John Todd, for that insightful presentation. Let the child rise and let the adults rise too. So we'll now move into a brief question and answer session. If you have a question, kindly indicate in the chat, or if you want to raise up your hand, I will just take about just 2 questions. So you could just raise up your hands while you unmute and ask your questions. And there's a saying that there are no bad questions. There are no bad questions at all. So this is your opportunity to ask questions freely. The only exception may be questions like, will these sessions be repeated immediately? Because our speaker may suddenly remember they have another appointment. So dear participants, this is the opportunity to ask questions. Kindly raise up your hands and ask questions. Thank you.
families, opening opportunities. And I really do think there is a place for structure. So something like courtesy, it is so important as a cultural mechanism. And it's then where the adults take that, or the idea of respect, because respect can work both ways. Respect can be used to keep a child in their place, but also an adult can lead by allowing a child to express their opinion, support, make a point, giving them indeed the opportunity to raise an ideas or constructively and respectfully discuss something. So I would push this back in a sense to, there's a place for those of us that can to educate the adults within our community to change some ideas around the place of the child, and to give the child opportunities to ask questions, to explore, and to explore in a safe and respectful environment.
Thank you so much, Mr. John Thord. Thank you for that.
I'd say as well, I think there's an inbuilt challenge with the Nigerian education system in that it values knowledge over thinking. And part of the challenge is an education system that has right and wrong answers, as it doesn't engage enough in critical thinking, and therefore children are being taught by teachers who have gone through a system that doesn't value thinking enough. And so part of the structural challenge is to change the education system to value thinking more than straight knowledge.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Success really happens by accident. More often than not, it is the result of discipline, character, consistency, and intentional living. So to help us explore this important conversation, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker would be Mrs. Anuoluwapo Omoloju. Before Mrs. Anuoluwapo, I'm sorry for that. Before Mrs. Anuoluwapo Omoloju comes on board, I will quickly want to read our bio. Mrs. Anuoluwapo, I'm sorry for that. Anuoluwapo is a distinguished legal practitioner with 20 years of experience. She holds an LLB from Obafemi Awolowo University and LLM from the University of Lagos. And she is an alumni of Lagos Business School. She is the managing partner of Aris and Isa Omoloju and Co., a leading contemporary firm in Lagos, a chartered arbitrator, accredited mediator, and a fellow of several prestigious professional institutions. She specializes in arbitration, mediation, negotiation, adjudication, and conciliation across construction and commercial, energy, and corporate sectors. Executive Director, Regulatory and Compliance at Wax Mobile Nigeria Limited, a pioneer fintech company. She also serves on the board of various indigenous and international organizations, providing strategic leadership, governance, and regulatory oversight. Lagos branch person of the Nigerian Institute of Chartered Arbitrators and faculty member of the Institute, mentoring the next generation of ADL professionals. Network, and she's also a pastor of Nigeria Draw Ministry, the Elevation Church. She's committed to raising leaders of character, excellence, and influence. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome our next speaker, Mrs. Anuoluwapo Omoloju. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much for that intro. I am very pleased to be here. thank you to the convener, Daniel, Ibe, for bringing me here. And a lot of thanks, to the organizers of the summit. This is the first of its kind. Character. How do we integrate into value, your core values, into excellence and into continuous growth that shapes leaders. And know that we call them leaders because they truly inspire us. They are truly trusted. And they are truly capable, of impacting us and also leaving lasting legacy. So that is what the story we're going to be talking about today would be. What that we have a community of young people here that really want to listen to what this is. But I would start without 15 days. I would say that when we think of leadership, it's important that we understand these three words. They are layered. They are very, very layered. When you talk about leadership, you are talking about character and you're talking about competence. As a matter of fact, I'm something. If you're a leader, either you're a good leader or you're a bad leader. But the good thing is that we are talking about being a good leader in this space. Many times, we mistake leadership to be when someone is in position. Currently, but does it make me a good leader? Is this the title or the position or the authority that I have that actually qualifies me to be the leader that you want? True leadership, is none of these things. It's not about position. It's not about your title. It is about your influence. It is the ability to inspire, to guide, and positively impact people around you. So when you talk of leadership, it is not what you think it is. It is not that title. It is not that position. That picture of leadership that talks about position did not really bring here. But something, kind of attracted the leadership of the summit to say, Mrs. Omoloju, we are inviting you to this space. Now, let's talk about character. In talking about character, it is very, very, very simple. I know if I ask anybody here, define what character is, you have a whole lot to say. Character in simple terms is who you are. Is who you are when nobody is watching you. Is the totality of what really forms your values, your principles, your integrity, your courage, your humility, your sense of responsibility. Character governs your choices. It is the one that's present when either people are applauding you or not, or they are criticizing you. You have given your word something, and the action is speaking something else. That's what character is. When nobody is there to really cover you, when nobody is there to really say, oh, this is how you should go about it. This is how you should make a decision. Who are you? That's what character is all about. When you can point to me or maybe think about somebody said that, that woman, she will never for any reason take a bribe. you have already taken a position as to my character. Or when you are coming to me, just wrap a brown envelope. When you wrap a brown and she sees you, she will smile. That speaks to your character. And of course, we have talked about humility. Some may say yes, they are pulling words, but the action is speaking against such things. We are going somewhere. Let's see how this thing, really kind of translates into leadership. But before I go into that, let's talk about competence, because we are talking about the making of a leader. Let's talk about competence. Competence is the ability to perform effectively. It is how you handle knowledge. When someone wants to say, Mrs. Omoloju is a competent lawyer, what does it mean? It means that she is filled with skills, she's experienced, she's judged, as some judgment. In some points, she's capable of delivering results. She can do job. She is capable. That's what competence is talking about. I mean, the kind of job that I do, competence is necessary. Competence is necessary as to the how would I put it? As to the form of judgment you want to give. You are required to be skilled in that subject matter. And if you are not skilled in that subject matter, it means that you are incompetent in the subject matter. It means that leadership, you have to be competent. All right? So that answers, to more important question, like can we trust her in the job? And leadership emerges when people can trust your character and have confidence in your competence. You have character. You're a woman character. You can balance things. People can trust you for your words, and you can deliver on your job. It means that you are ready to influence. The reality is that in today's world, the problem is that it is very easy to acquire title. We all know. It is very easy to acquire title, but the truth of the matter is that it's harder to earn genuine trust. People are watching, especially the Gen Z, the smarter generation that we have now. It is. We often hear that talk is cheap. It's very cheap. People want to know exactly what your hands can do and where you stand when nobody's watching you. Yeah, the trust remains the foundation of a lasting relationship. I know we all know what trust is all about. If you cannot trust me, if you cannot trust what I do, if you can work then of course the foundation of the leadership is already destroyed from the beginning. Leadership is not ultimately measured by how people, how many people you work with. Many of us work with so many people are named. But it is actually the impact you make in the life of people. How many people become better, by what you do. So the difference between managing people and developing people is huge. You can manage people, but are you developing? So I want you to have, the mindset in every little thing you do. Are you developing people? Are you moving people forward? Or are you just managing so that you are occupying your role? Or are you building what you are building to leave a lasting legacy? So the difference between occupying a position and creating a legacy is huge. You are not just occupying. You are deliberate. You are intentional. About all that you do. And that's why the making of the leader requires that you must have character. And you must be competent. What exactly is it that you are doing currently? Are you mastering the skills? Are you gaining more knowledge? Are you advancing the course are you taking beyond the study or beyond the certification to pouring lasting legacy, to pouring something that another person will walk into or will walk in, and be a better person. And that person will also make another person a better person. What is going to be said about you when you leave the stage? That's what leadership is all about. What do we say about someone like HADXIEL, Dora. I mean, she's stoned to glory. But of course, people knew her, for her character and for competence. And so many leaders that have left the stage. What are you going to remember for? So let me move on to I've spoken that fact that character is reflected, integrity is reflected in humility, accountability. Many of us are not accountable. You just want to be rejected. You don't want anybody to question you. I mean, that is not true leadership. You are not disciplined. I hear the fact that yes, we all want to be productive. We all want to outlast what we do. But in building that thing, your discipline will be tested because there is nothing that lasts that will not pass through the test of discipline. If I want to master a skill, I must give time to it. I must leave other things like pleasure to inflict whatever I'm doing. By the grace of God, I love the fact that my bio, was right out. But the truth of the matter is that I did not end my position in a day. Sometimes it was that I see the journey as a long journey. In the fact that I have to discipline myself to get more studies, to get more books, to get into the library, or to know what others don't know ahead of time, and that is what discipline is all about, and also consistency that cannot really overlook. So it is revealed in whether our actions align with our words. That is our character. All right. So let me quickly go into the fact that trust. In all that we are saying, can people really trust you? I mean, if there is nothing you have to hold on to in anything we do, even in our character and competence, let's make sure you are not building trust by talking alone. You are building trust by action, by what you do. That's the truth is that I have to pay a bribe or something. That's what is coming to mind, now. Or I have to move on and live by my core values. What are your core values? Many of us don't have core values. We just have general values. What are the things that defines you? What are the things that defines you? For someone like me, I will pick excellence. I don't want to do anything that's below excellence. What is that value that defining you? Will you remain ethical when shortcuts becomes attractive? And so many questions to ask ourselves. A leader must possess admirable values. It is important. People must admire you in the way you do your things. You just want to push things out the way they are, or you look at your presentation is everything. The way you look, the way you approach people, the way you talk to people, in terms of character, and also the way you execute also matters. And when you talk of execution, it also speaks to your foundation when you talk about character. And also competence, you must develop through learning. You must develop through experience. You must develop through continuous improvement. You must continue to improve yourself, no matter the stage you are, and no matter whatever you have committed and to do. Give it your best, because the world is not waiting for me. All right. So I often describe competence, as the engine of leadership, and character as the steering wheel. Without character, competence becomes very dangerous. You can be competent and know everything. We've had experiences, in workplaces where you have a very fantastic employee. In terms of competence, he knows everything. But in one day, he or she can destroy your content. And when we are measuring that, I mean, measuring value, whether that particular person should stay or should be fired of times. No matter how brilliant you cannot climb the ladder of leadership if you don't. And I mean, if you align with character, you are competent, you can, and you can be competent, and without character, you cannot take the role of a leader. All right. So let's work on two. So I spoke about integrity here, and I said integrity is constantly to what we believe and what we say. Yeah, two must align. All right. So I want to go into let me talk about personal excellence, so that I am not spending too much time, on this alone. So I would say that personal excellence is the discipline of leadership. I've already spoken about it. Your good is not enough. Character and competence that we've spoken about as a benchmark for leadership is not developed by accident. They are actually built through personal excellence. You have to commit yourself to getting better and better every day. And the truth about it is that discipline must be over excuses. Many times you give excuses. You cannot attain the role of leaders if you continue to give excuses. And if I may shoot you today, my mother just passed this morning, and I was totally, confused. What do I do? It's like, because I have given my words, and I'm kind of disciplined towards what I want to do and deliver, and I know that lives are involved shall live a good life by the grace of God, and I actually pay our own dues. Where do I stand? I mean, I can go ahead and give excuses, but I know that there is somebody here that, the character and competence must actually align. The way you do things, the way you respect elders, the way you look up to the people that are before you, and the fact that you pay attention to yourself. It is what is called responsibility. You must be responsible. Your responsibility must be over blame. I mean, don't just shout or blame anybody. For personal and not override excuses. Don't override because we are not talking about the other person. We are talking about you. You are the one that the world is waiting for. And remember, the world is out there. They are waiting for quality. They are waiting for people that will really shine the light, for them to see you are the person. So no matter what, is when environment, you must actually overrule excuses. You must overrule blames. You must show up. You must be able to manage your emotions. You must prepare for opportunities. When is your opportunity coming? Who is seeing you? Who is watching you? What are you doing to prepare for the next stage? Both in your character and your competence. Make sure that you are the same person that is in your bio and the same person that people are seeing outside. How do you respond to pressure? Do you back up if you're feeling pressure, or do you stand there and know that he is a woman? How do you do that in the development process? How serious developing and so many persons don't time. It is a responsibility, to be honored. The best leaders never stop working on themselves. If you have not gained anything today, please write that down. Don't stop working on yourself. Your look, don't stop working on it. Don't stop working on it. The thing that you want to push or pass across people, don't stop working on it. And that's also setting it to continuous growth. Leadership imperative in money, we and that's not all in practice. So is there anything new? There is always something new. If you want to become a better person, always new to learn. You must seek feedback. You must ask people. You must learn from your mistake. You must remain curious and teachable. The moment of growth never stops. But the moment it stops, what does it do? You begin to decline. It is about the becoming. So you must create impact and build legacy. Legacy is what is important that we must talk about. Legacy is what leads and no longer there. Leaders move, beyond simple managing people to meeting targets. Sometimes you are just there. The drive is just about meeting targets. It's just about people. You must actually act. People will continue to remember. Excellent. They build culture. They develop. They create opportunities. Which opportunity are you creating? Sometimes we get to the leadership area and we feel that yes, I want people to know me. People don't know you in leadership. People form themselves through you in leadership. You must be able to handhold someone. So everything I normally say before I close. I normally tell people that and that's the truth about me. You will never find me in a position where I hand over something that I have not done before. You will never, even without short, you will never in that position. I will lay my hands on that thing and try that thing is not within my space of expertise. Then this is that. But provided it is my job, I will look for it. I will see what I can do. And somehow the word or the path will be open. Its own knowledge to you. And that is what I want to really try. So in concluding, I will say that how would I put it, the challenge as I conclude. I'll leave you with this simple challenge. Our world does not need more clever leaders. Really, if you look at it, this is not about your brilliance. If you want to test brilliance, go for the great leaders. So many, we don't need it. It needs more capable and trustworthy leaders. That's what we need. Are you building yourself to be a trustworthy leader? Leaders whose competence is matched by character. That is the people we need to better Nigeria, to better the nation like Nigeria, to better our educational states, to better the legal practices. We don't need people that are, they are high up in terms of intellectual. We need people that are really competent and that their competence are matching their character. So leaders who influence is built on integrity. Leaders who pursue excellence without compromising values. Leaders who continue to grow long after they have achieved success. So whether you are just beginning your leadership journey or you have led many, you have led for many years. Some of us, we've been on this journey for many years. Protect your character fiercely. Keep sharpening your competence. Commit yourself to personal excellence. Never stop growing. Because competence may open doors, but character will keep them for you. And in the end, people may forget your title. Our position will be gone one day. And even many of our achievements, but they will never forget whether they trusted you. They will never forget whether you helped them grow. And that is important. And they will never forget whether our leadership made a difference. You must make a difference. Because the true measure of leadership is not about what position we hold, it is the difference we make in our environment. So at this point, I will stop my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Anoluwapo Omoloju. Thank you so much. And we are so sorry for the loss of your mom this morning. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much for being a leader that shows up. It is not everyone that lost their loved one today and still show up. This is a leader par excellence. Ma, thank you so much for showing up. My own take home is don't stop working on yourself. In whatever you do, don't stop working on yourself. Don't stop. And to become a better person, you must be teachable. You must be willing to learn. You must be willing to accept feedback from everyone. Thank you so much for that insightful and enriching presentation, Ma. Participants, it is now opportunity to engage with our speaker. I will just take one question. If you're asking any question, can you use the raise hand feature to ask your question? Thank you. Okay, you can ask. You can ask your question.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. or Mrs. Anoluwapo. Very great to be your miss, and I'm so sorry for the loss. May God give you fortitude to bear it. And I'm happy that you're still here in spite of what happened. You're here with us. I appreciate that. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for your time. Okay, my question is, what are the common mistakes that leaders make that prevent them from growing in competence? What are those mistakes they make as leaders that prevent them from growing in competence? Thank you.
All right. So, thank you so much for the analysis, and thank you also for this question. You just stop growing. You just assume that you know better than others. You refuse to see that tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day, new opportunities, happen in your space. And as leader that is, that has, how would I put it? You are not foreclosing, you're already looking, you are futuristic. You are looking for a better tomorrow in another person. You don't stop growing, you don't stop learning. You don't stop engaging. We have said it all. Sometimes it's like we have to go and read books, but there are things that exist, amongst us around every day. For a leader not to just stay on the level you are, you have to keep learning. You have to keep looking into improving yourself, every day. You have to keep up. At the time you are looking at yourself as sufficient, or that you have already attained, a prestigious position, and there is no room for growth, then at that time you begin to I hope I've been able to do that, so that you know that I share really benefited.
Miss Bironke, please, the floor is yours now.
That was on point and that was insightful.
Thank you.
when you mentioned that being a leader does not have to do with position. So I'm asking now if your leadership trait and yes, the leadership trait shows and now because you have a leader in position now ahead of you, and this trait becomes kind of threatening, if I can use that word, to the leader ahead of you. What do you do? Let me take the scenario. You talk about admirable values, right? So you who have that quality, because of that admirable value, people come to you rather than go to the person who is the leader in the position. And that suggests to the person that you are more appropriate or something like that, right? So what would you advise that someone who is in that position, like that situation? I hope my question is clear, ma'am.
One time I couldn't get to the question, but from the scenario you painted, there is a leader, but there is another person that people tend to follow. Is that
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're correct, ma'am.
In case they have a kind of guidance, they go to the person they title to teach. When we assume that leadership, because you have been placed in the position of the leader, doesn't make you the leader. You must actually make yourself, and the reason why we have talked extensively about competence and about your leadership is a mindset. And I want you to shift your mind, from like the title leader to a mindset leader. A mindset leader will know that I have to pour into this. So you must actually make yourself attractive. You must actually learn to read people and emotional intelligence. Learn how to talk to people, because you want them to listen and you want them to learn something that will take them forward. You want to move them in a positive direction. Even if you are moving somebody in a negative direction, there is a posture you must take. So if they are following you and they are following someone else, because it's not the title. Remember, we said we have bad leaders. We have good leaders. When you are gone, people will remember you for what you did. And also for the he or she, I mean, I don't know whether that answers your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, let's check the quality of our character, and also making sure that our grow, we grow every day, we grow, we listen to people. All right, thank you very much. Dr. Aki Kugwe. Yes, please, can you be unmuted? We have Isaac too, we have King David or King Divine, or raising of his hands. Can we quickly unmute these people so we can take their questions? Can anyone hear me? Can you? Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to appreciate it. This issue of leadership is of a great concern. And I just want to know, what role does emotional intelligence play in leadership? What impact does it have on leadership? Emotional intelligence. That's from the leader to the led.
Okay. Thank you very much. I mean, if all the questions could be asked, so that I take them together. But let me take the question of Dr. I mean, emotional intelligence is everything. It speaks to maturity. You must be able to manage your emotions. Many times, now we say something that there are two sides to it. There are always two sides to a story. I may be looking at this your screen, and I'm seeing white, and somebody else is seeing purple. And the truth of the matter is that the two are actually in it. But because you are so kind of fixated, your belief, that is, you are not managing it. You are saying that person is lying, and your emotion is to the other side. One be able to develop your emotional strength. Look at another person in line with his or her needs. And you are seeing things, with the eye of the other person. I mean, for you to even pass any message across, or for you to really go down, even in emotion, you must first of all be able to embrace the person, understand the person, and from that, by the time I'm saying, doctor, you are this, you are that. Doctor is coming to me to say that I am very right, because what all I'm seeing here is right. I must be able to come to that understanding, to say that, doctor, yes, it is white. I also see your name written in white. The moment you are saying your name is written in white, it's already aligning with me, because I'm not saying no, it is not white, it is purple. All I saw was purple. It means that you are not qualified, to be a leader. Emotional intelligence means that you must be able to balance your own line of emotion, and also be able to relate with the emotions of the other person, so that your product is sellable. Whatever you want to pass across, is viable, by the other person. So emotional intelligence in leadership is very key. Very, very key. Thank you. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Thank you very much. I love your reasoning. Am I permitted to also ask this one?
Sure.
There is this cliche that power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Does power naturally corrupt leaders? Is it the power that corrupts the leader?
So power is sort of but power is meant to do something. Is meant to shape. Power should not exist in a vacuum. But many times, by the time we assume that power, we forget the purpose of that power, and we abuse it. If I know that my power is to, for example, transform the nation, or my power to make sure that I to my mindset. Many times people have power. I don't have giving examples of how power is. It is to sell. People assume power to sell. We can't abuse. Take power to sell and not abuse it. But when you know that power is to have something that we have lost, then you use it carefully. But if you say power naturally intoxicates. And I feel that make you reach your person, then you will never achieve anything. But when you know that power is to transform somebody else, or to transform a situation, and of course, if we have something that will report to one day, and of course, that the power does not last forever. By the time you leave your seat, the power is gone. Many times, power comes with friction. So when you leave there, you become ordinary. But what did you do with the power when you were there? That's what you do. So it's naturally to take it. But when you take it, when you spread it to the purpose, when you achieve it. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Because of our time, we will be getting more questions, but you can stick around and drop your questions in the chat box. So thank you so much, Mrs. Modoju. Thank you so much. And once again, my condolences, ma'am. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
My speaker brings a wealth of leadership experience from the financial sector and has constantly demonstrated the value of intentional living. Dr. B.C. is the CCA economic and the finance executive with over 2 decades of experience spanning financial industry, corporate finance, investment banking, and asset management. He currently serves as the Deputy Managing Director, Chief Operating Officer of Conquest Company Limited and on the board of Dodo. He holds a PhD in economics from University of University and a master's in economics from the University of Lagos. He is a two-time graduating student of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria and the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. He actively participates in research with a focus on investment management, big governance, business, and energy economics. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. B.C. the Deputy Managing Director, Conquest International, as he leads us in the structure, discipline, and the life that matters. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate this privilege to share a few thoughts with you. It's such a great privilege. I want to thank my the immediate past speaker, Barrister Modoju. That was an awesome exposition. Thank you for making my job so very easy. You actually spoke to one of the pillars I will be unveiling this evening. And also my personal condolences to you for the loss of your mom this morning. I reckon everyone in Silent Forces definitely commiserate with you. So thank you so very much for being a leader you've spoken to. Thank you. Now, my job is very simple this evening to speak, share thoughts on structure, discipline, and financial intelligence. How do you build a life that works? And essentially, I'll be unpacking this using over a 6-theme structure so that we can effectively understand within the limited time that we have. I titled my first slide here, I said silent forces shaping youth. Again, you can just interpose that, and honestly, you can say shaping lives. But to the extent that we may be speaking to a preponderance of youth here, I've decided to title it this way. And there are 3 key ones I've profiled here, and not in any way exhaustive. First is distraction, second is instant gratification, and third is economic anxiety. If you put the acronym together, it's DIE, D-I-E. And essentially, I found, especially in this century, especially in this generation, there is a malaise called distraction. Another person decided to put it as saying is scrolling. If it is possible to carry out the research and find how many hours people spend scrolling in a day, it will be among us. That in itself has led to decline in productivity at work, decline in productivity nationwide, and even at the personal level, which we're speaking to this evening, we've seen people practically losing direction or losing momentum, losing the energy, losing the excitement that they started with. The second is, now I want it immediately, instant gratification. That look, maybe because of what we see on social media, that this person has achieved this, so I want to do the same thing. perhaps you don't really have the full story, but social media has really managed people's minds in such a way that now they want things done. Gone are the days, now a generation, for instance, of the days of our father, where you have some amount of money and then you are putting those money to work and to creating further wealth. But these days you see more of instant gratification than anything. Why? Because of competition. And the third is how to navigate the VUCA, that's the volatility in global work, and the uncertainty, the unpredictability of the global economy, and it's cut across. Even in the domestic economy, we've seen so many changes, especially in the about 2 years ago when the fuel price was when it shot up, the exchange rate also went up correspondingly, and we've seen a combination of those two economic twins really wrecking our both in personal, family, and corporate lives. These three things are beginning to redefine the lives of youth. Gone are the days when they tend to have everything done for them by their parents or by their guardians. These days, things are beginning to wear their own different toga. Now let's go to the type of mindset that produces a life that is designed by intention. Now, some say, well, motivation is everything. Just get motivated, and motivation is good. I mean, it's perhaps maybe the first layer. And I'm speaking more from internal motivation. How you drive yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you self-see, how you self-drive, how you carry yourself. Those things are basic rudiments by which you begin to form the type of life. You must be certainly certain about the type of life you want. Is it a bungalow life in the future? Is it a duplex? Is it a skyscraper? Is it just a field uncultivated? The building process, a life has to be built. Nothing just happens. If you live a life unhinged, then that life is going nowhere. If it gets anywhere, it's towards destruction, or at best, a low life. So what we're saying essentially here, the modern life has ensured that there must be a definite decision to making sure that you build a life that you want to see tomorrow, and nothing happens by chance. If it happens by chance, then it's not something that you can reach. It's not sustainable. So why we're talking about that, I said motivation is good, but building something you can replicate, the structure, something that is you can recreate again. If everything loses everything, you know the ingredients that build those things, and then you begin to put them back in place, and that's what's called structure. In structure, anytime if everything is taken away from you, because that's what is carrying the real thing that people are seeing. If that can be reviewed, then you are going to have, if not better. I mean, I totally tell my colleagues at work that if I need to start another financial institution today, I will do it better, far better, more efficient, and more nimble than what we're currently built in Conquest Financial Services. Why? Because there are pillars that, as a result of technology now, that will do differently. There are now skills identification that are now better with AI. There are market engagement that could get almost for nothing that we're paying so much for. So building structure is fundamental thing. And for a life, every life has structure. How do you define those structure? What are the values? Those values are the things that at the end of the day make for structure in a life. Now let's go straight to first pillar. Now, like I said earlier, structure is something that will remain. It's like a bone, the bone structure of a body, or it's like pillars of a house. And you can change every other thing. As long as the pillar remains, you can reconfigure that structure, that house, and still get something better. And how do you do that? One is to create boundaries. Boundaries on your social media or on digital consumption, and boundaries on relationship. These two areas, digital relationship as well as personal relationships or interpersonal relationships. If you get these two right, you will have been able to save not less than 52 to 53% of quality time that you can translate into really creating the type of life you want to. And in building structure, I intentionally put this biro and those drawing. It must be deliberate. I wanted to emphasize deliberateness in there because being deliberate means that you keep asking yourself repeated questions. So if this happens, if I continue on this journey repeatedly, what do I need to see? What will I see in the next 1 week? What will I see in the next 1 month? So in carrying out your personal audit sessions, you must be able to see how do I fit? How do all these things fit in? I sleep, say, 4 hours, I sleep for 6 hours, I wake up, the first thing I touch is my phone, I want to see what my social media is saying, and you want to see all those things. Hey, you may not go anywhere unless your business, your life built around that. But even at that, there must be something called planning. Either strategic planning, either financial planning, either a deliberate work plan or skill plan. All that you need to put it in place in your checklist. So let's look at this matrix I just put that there. As a high value, especially for growth and that of activities, it requires what do I need to learn. For some of us, we may just be clueless as regards artificial intelligence. Or all we know around AI, maybe it's just ChatGPT. Yes, there's Claude, there's Gemini, there's whole bunch of stuff that having separate distinct features by which you can scale to build products, to create service, to enhance the quality of activities or whatever you find yourself in. Even if you are working in a place, it will help you to reskill and help you to earn more than what you're currently doing. You allocate because this is towards growth, towards learning, towards improvement. Target time, I'm suggesting for 60% of your day. Maintenance routine, that's major, although that will come on a daily basis. Either you have a job or you don't have a job. Time of commitment, maybe you spend 25% of your day. Then sleep, exercise, all that. It is something you need to prioritize. Sleep is necessary. Exercise is necessary. You say, but I'm still very young, so I really don't need all that. Well, maybe, but there comes a time. I mean, when you are deprived of sleep, you find it difficult to concentrate. Even at work, your thinking processes will be warped, to say the least. Then there are other scrolling that I talked about, low value drains you. I mean, you used to scroll for hours, and by the time you look at the time, you just see that, look, I've lost time here. And that has not produced anything. Let's get to discipline. Discipline essentially, and I'm very grateful that you spoke extensively about this. But let me look at it from another side. Discipline is your plan to move a goal or a target from objective to reality. That is what connects it. It's not by wishing. It's not by, if I may to say this, it's not even by praying. Work is meant to be done, and that's what it's called. That's why it's called work. So if the engine of execution is just getting the job done, if there is no two way, you can't wish work to be done. You can't want work to be done. You have to get your hands dirty. Excellence is about having something that you want to you have an idea and you want to bring that into reality. Or perhaps at work, maybe you are a professional and you've given an assignment or there is a KPI for you. There is a need to rethink that KPI or that assignment. What is the best way? What's the most efficient way by which I could deliver on this? And not until you bring your personality into that work, you will see that you just deliver generic assignments. It will be different from every other person. But what stands you out from every other person? If you put your personality create the second. We're talking about discipline. Now, in terms of this, the subset of discipline requires consistency. How do I mean? For instance, you start a project, you start a task, you are full of, this is exciting, this is what I love to do, this is all I've been looking for all my life. Then after a while, that motivation wanes. It fades. Then friction appears. And most people quit at this level. Even for personal goals, for personal drive, right? How many people, given in January, how many things have they said to themselves they were going to do? But now it's June. And that's persistence. There is no internal motivation. There is no drive. There is no internal drive that is propelling you towards that goal. Then you know that there is a need for something external to happen for the system to that system is being built and is working. If your system is built and is working, then it brings back that, oh, this is the promise I made to myself. And then you begin to activate it all over again. But after a while, maybe for whatever it is, if you're a professional, for instance, you just feel that, no, I can't cope with this industry. You've done 5 years, you've done 10 years, you've done 15 years in a particular industry, and you feel that you're burnt out. Maybe by that time your productivity begin to go this way, you begin to sleep, and then you need either of two things. Either you reskill, or you retool, or you change industry. And if you're a business person, then it could be product related, it could be system related, or it could be competition. So in all of these phases of growth, you need consistency in terms of, look, I have my eyes on the goal. There is going back. And when you sleep, or there's a dip, or there's a particular thing that is not really clear to you, you need to call yourself to a meeting and begin to ask, okay, so what is exactly going on? Ability to identify those areas by which you are losing momentum is when you begin to retool and to continue the journey. Morgan Howe said in an age of instant gratification, the patience becomes a competitive advantage. He wrote The Psychology of Money, a very great book. Now let's look at quickly at third pillar that I stated here. It's called financial intelligence. And one of the things I put here is that no one is going to save your financial future. No. If you are the only one, all other things, all these things that I mentioned, they are things that you can use to create wealth or to create the type of life you want to build. You have 100% liability to build the type of life you want to build. It's not in anyone. But this part of the world, we've seen how people blame everybody. We blame the president, we blame the country, we blame policies, we blame our bosses, we blame our parents, we blame our friends, except ourselves. That isn't going to get anyone anywhere. If it does, maybe in the doghouse. Now, let's quickly look at the three rules. Has ever earned value or earned anything without creating value? Come to think of it, if you don't give a service, no one is going to give you a token. Service is what you give to take money outside the pocket or the bank account of anyone. Just give value. Let me give you a live example. Barrister Omoluju, I've never met her, but I heard her speak. And then one thing, I'm walking away from her presentation that this person is emotionally balanced. And that's a big value for me. Now, if I have opportunity of engaging a lawyer, of working or collaborating with her or with her firm, I'll be too happy to do. Why? I listened to her presentation and I saw how someone could put aside a personal grief because of the promise that has been made. In the same vein, what you do consistently every day, you are either destroying value or you are creating value. The way you speak, the way you relate, your relationships, your activities, you are either destroying value or you are creating value. It is when you create value that people pay you for it. Number two, under rules of wealth creation, capital allocation. We all have where to start from. And when you talk about emergency fund, someone will tell you, oh, but I'm not working, I'm unemployed, or I'm a student. Oh, fine. You have upkeep, or you have capacity to do something. There are lots of ways of doing stuff. There are virtual executive assistants these days. There are people that are ghostwriters these days. There are people that manages social media handles these days. Yet they still, whether they are students or they are having another job or they are unemployed, they sit in their houses or wherever they are, and they are still able to earn something. And this capital allocation, make sure you protect it. Whatever you have value for that 1 naira, have value for that 1,000 naira. Instead of saying, well, it's just 1,000 naira. Number three is to compound, to multiply. Now, most people have lost significant funds, money from Ponzi. This is not the presentation of Ponzi, but I'm putting that out there. You can never get wealthy by Ponzi. If you do, it's not sustainable. You can't repeat it, right? And therefore, something you can't build all over again. It shows that you cannot really multiply it. So wealth must be multiplied. It must have traits of you must have capacity to multiply wealth before you can be called wealthy. Now let's focus on. Let me just walk you through these high income skills. You need to find a way of learning, online, offline, anyhow. This type of engagement, or solve complex problems for someone. Guess what? All the firms, all the companies, all the institutions, all the businesses, and let me even shock you more, all individuals have problems, or what you may call challenges, and they're looking for someone to help. So it is what are your ability to identify those challenges and then plug in there, make service available, and then continue to hand something out of it. Now let's go quickly on structural capital allocation, which is number 2 of the wealth creation. Now, if you say you hand 100,000, for instance, you need an obligation maybe 50% of that. And wealth building, some people say, well, I will pay myself first, and that's where it comes from. Wealth building and savings, 30%, lifestyle and wants, 20%. Most individuals, especially you, they have changed that reading to say needs and obligation is 50%, and then every other thing. Lifestyle and want 50%, every other thing can flow into the remaining 50%. That is not good how to build a sustainable wealth, and that is not going to happen. Now, final point is the real reality of compounding. In compounding, it takes time. Time answers to compounding, and that's why you have to start on time. If the average age in this class is, say, for instance, maybe 30, so you have 20 years to 50 years. 20. And there are a whole lot of things you will make happen in 20 years that will change the face of your financial status. Let the child arise, but let the adult take responsibility. Build your structure, enforce discipline, let your financial intelligence secure your future. In 15-20 minutes presentation is nowhere I could take financial intelligence. But guess what? The basic principle, wealth creation, consistently, and then making sure that you have that compounding interest or compounding ability in your financial journey. Let's look at this wheel of life as I begin to round up. What you can see here is something that pertains to almost everyone. I guess everyone can see. We have career, we have finance, we have friends, we have faith, we have fitness, we have family. You can put any other variable in there that suits you or that relates to you. But where we're going is this. Now, let's imagine that from the center to the circumference of this circle, let's say it's 10. At that point, the real point at the center is 0, then to the end of the circumference is say 10, right? Then for finance, maybe you score yourself at 3. You are 3. And for friends, you are such a pleasant person, you score yourself 8. And on faith, you are not a religious person, you a faith-believing person is a 2. And for fitness, oh, you're a fit fan. You are very good at that. You don't miss your exercising, you go to the gym and all that. And you eat nice. Then for family, oh, you love your family. You are such a family person. You can trade anything for family. So, and then career, you say, well, I'm just middle-level career person. Now, like I said, you can put any other variable in measuring. Now, let's plug all these points together. You can see, I don't know what shape this is, but in previous times that I've run this presentation, some people will say, oh, it looks like an amoeba, it looks like hexagonal, it looks for whatever. So imagine you take out that chart inside and it becomes, you put it on the wheel of bicycle. What is the speed of that bicycle? Will it move? If it moves at all, what will be the speed? All I'm saying to you with this is, in running your life, there are certain things that must be together. Funding alone or finance alone is not the key indicator. It includes your friend, your relationship. We spoke about that. It includes your faith, it includes your family, it includes your health, it includes your career, it includes your business, it includes your choices. And if you put those things, if those things are not in sync, then you see that you are making progress in one area and then you are unable to progress in another area. What am I calling you to do? Number one, develop your skill, sharpen your skill. Become undeniably excellent at your craft. There is nothing that says you cannot have a skill on the side that earns you money, even if it is 5,000 naira a month. You are not too young to start. You are only passive to begin. Deliver solve actual problem. What people are looking for. I said to you that institutions are looking for people to solve their problem. Someone says that there are no jobs. Who says there are no jobs? There are jobs everywhere. You just need to look at. Or the question is, or rather I'll put it this way, maybe there are no skillful people to fill those jobs. And this same thing I'm echoing, I guess some 2-3 months ago I heard the Money Point CEO say the same thing. There are jobs everywhere, but professionals are lacking. Those who are really willing to make a difference, to deliver value, not those who just want to resume at work and they call that a job. The definition of job has changed. It is called value creation, tangible, measurable value creation. That is what job is. Unlike in those days, reporting in the office is sufficient, but these days, what value are you bringing to the table? And finally, diversify. Build structure that will withstand those vagaries of economic policy, vagaries of global economic shift, because those structures are who you are, your mindset. That no matter how tough it is, I can create wealth anywhere. Take me to Ghana, take me to Rwanda, take me to Europe, take me to Asia, anywhere. Because there is something in you to identify opportunities anywhere you go. And this is not an overnight thing. It must be consistent. You must be willing to deliver, create value, and deliver those value consistently. Thank you so very much. I appreciate your listening. I will take questions before I run away.
Thank you so much, Dr. BTOB, for sharing some practical wisdom with us. One of my key takeaways from your presentation is to reskill and to redo. And you also said that daily habits shape our destiny. The life that matters not built by chance, but by being consistent. Thank you so much. So because of our time, we'll just take one question, please, one question. And I think somebody already brought a question in the chat box. I will quickly read that down. How can someone know that they are truly living the life that matters beyond just achieving success or meeting society's expectations? The floor is yours.
Thank you so very much. Interesting question. And interestingly, my colleague is here. from FunQuest. She's the one that has been coordinating with Silent Forces. Now, you see, life without impact is useless. It's very useless, and you can't impact walls, you can't impact shadows, you impact people. Part of what we're doing here is about impact. Organizing this is all about impact. Now, in what I do currently, you must see how what you do, how does it help people become. When you are rendering service, when you give your best at a time, you are making impact. What will someone say about you in one word? I think Barrister Omoloju said something along that line. If someone remembers you, what comes to their mind? It's all about impact. It's not the money. It's not the number of houses, as good as they are, right? But when you are remembered, what people say. I'm not saying when you are dead. When you are alive now, what do people say about you? I've had people say, "Oh, the way you drive us." Then I didn't realize it, but now I know. Even after they left our organization. So it is about impact, making sure that people become more than when they left you. Then here this finally, still on the same area. Maybe because of the structure of our society, we've leveraged more on tangibles. The best way to creating impact is to start with where you are. Why? Because you know so much, another person is willing to learn from you. And it could be secondary school, it could be uni, it could be anywhere. Be willing to share. And for you to continue to be relevant, it means that you have to continue to improve. A continuous and never-ending improvement. Because you come with time, you are like a river. People keep drawing. If you are not feeling, then you will dry up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And dear participants, please we'll be taking more questions. That box will attend to that later. So we'll be introducing our first speaker. In a world filled with noise, pressure, and competing expectations, remaining true to oneself has become both challenging and essential. Our next speaker will guide us through this important conversation. Esther Ikoko is a business growth strategist, personal brand expert, and international development professional with over 5 years of experience helping CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners scale their business, products, and employees through strategy, visibility, and growth systems. Having worked with more than 70 founders and business leaders, Esther specializes in helping women-led businesses transform from their products and services into scalable and sustainable revenue ventures. Her expertise spans business growth, launch strategy, offer positioning, audience development, and personal branding. Through her work, she helps founders clarify their value, proposition design, repeatable launch system that drives engagement and conversion, and build measurable frameworks that support long-term success. Beyond business development, Esther is a general woman rights and international development professional, bringing a unique perspective at the intersection of entrepreneurship, leadership, and empowerment for new hearts. She is currently pursuing a PhD in international relations and is passionate about enhancing conversations around leadership, development, innovation, and opportunities for women and emerging leaders. Esther is also a devoted mother, a woman of faith, who work is guided by purpose, service, and impact. Please, participants and guest speakers and listeners, kindly welcome Mrs. Esther Ekoko, a business owner and the founder of the Branding Eve, as she lays up on the topic becoming without losing yourself, the pressure of identity in a loud world. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here to speak. I'm privileged. I listened to Dr. Bisioni and I really enjoyed it. I joined just when he started his presentation. Thank you very much, sir. What stood out to me in everything he said was the importance of structure, having pillars, and he also spoke about having boundaries, creating boundaries, especially with the use of social media, which also kind of relates to what I'm going to speak about today. And I would like to start because of time. I know time is far spent already. I would like to ask a question. I mean, just think about it. When last did you do something? When last did you do something because it was simply what you wanted to do? Not because the world is watching, not because that's what you're supposed to do, or not because you're trying to prove something to somebody, not for likes, not for approval, just because it was you. When last did that happen? We live in a world today where everybody has opinion about everything. What you should, differ from when you are a child, you finish secondary school, what you should study, people have opinions. What you should go to university to read, the kind of jobs you should take on, how you should present yourself, how you should sound, what your face should look like, what your body should look like. I mean, that's what pushes people to go under like the blade, do surgery, try to alter themselves. What success looks like. Everybody has an opinion on what success should look like. What you should be achieving at 25 years old, what you should achieve at 30 as a woman, you should be married, you should have kids. The world has an opinion. And somewhere in all of that noise, a lot of young people are struggling to become, they're struggling to find themselves. And in the process, they end up becoming someone else's version of themselves. They end up becoming what the world or what the society has said they should become. And thank you to the person that introduced me. Just like she said, I'm a personal brand strategist. And one of the things that I do is I help founders, CEOs, business owners, I help them build personal brands. That's what I do for a living. Now, the first thing I always have to do before we start working on strategy or anything is to undo the damage, because you find out that a lot of even CEOs of big companies, a lot of the things that they are doing, how they want to position themselves is so that we have to be proper, we cannot do it. And I'm like, no, I need to know who you are comfortable being, because that is who we have to put out to the world. You are the CEO of a company making 9 figures, 8 figures, 7 figures USD, and they because the world believes that they should be so professional, their language, they have to be this, they have to be that, they have to appear this way. But behind that, who are you? Who are you? So that's always like the bottleneck for me, because to be able to build a personal brand that makes you stand out, you have to be you. So there's always a struggle to help them find themselves before we start the work on like the strategy and all of that. And this damage is something that starts from when we are to everybody, even outside of the this climb, that's Africa, even in like Western world, everybody is shaped by perception of how we should act, how we should behave, how we should talk, what we should do. Now, there are three pressures that I see today crushing identity of young people, and I'm just going to run through those pressures. The first pressure is the comparison culture. There is a culture of trying to compare, and I see a lot of parents even do it. Like, you not see your friend, you not see your so this, and I'm like, no. When you start doing that to a child at that age, it's like the subconscious mind of the child is just there, and as they're growing older, they continue to compare themselves. Now, comparison has always been there. Now with social media, that's why I am also going to talk a little bit about social media. Thank God that Dr. Bisioni said something about it, about creating boundaries. It's something that I personally do in my life. I set timers for apps, Instagram, WhatsApp. I set timers on my WhatsApp. I cannot exceed 2 hours a day. It locks me out of. It just kicks me out. Once I've exceeded 2 hours, until the next day, I won't open it again. Now, comparison has always been there, but social media now has given it a stadium. Social media has made it more. So you are scrolling on social media, you are seeing people post their highlights reel or post things happening for them, and suddenly you are just sitting where you are and you're comparing yourself to people that don't know you. You're comparing yourself to, there might even be people that know you, maybe your colleagues from school, your ex-schoolmates, and you're comparing like, hey, this person don't get a job, or this person has left me. You start comparing yourself. Now, there is danger there. I mean, it's good to aspire to be more, to do more, but the danger you start to do to yourself when you don't have boundaries is, the danger is quiet. It starts to work on your mind when you spend so much time looking at other people's lives that you stop knowing what you actually want from yours. You now start to automatically want what they are showing you, not what you would naturally even want for yourself. Now, I know of a particular young girl that I knew her from when she was very young, and she's somebody that she's very expressive, always acting drama, when being involved in plays and all of that. And all of us just felt like, oh, this girl is maybe going to want to follow that line. I mean, it was evident that was a gift that God had just given to her. And she finished SS3, and she struggled to get into university. She was trying to get medicine, wrote jam several times. And we were like, why are you really struggling with this medicine? And she's like, all our friends, all our mates are doing this, that's where the problem, she's starting to compare herself. Now, the second thing and the second pressure is expectation from family, from culture, religious expectation. Now, these things are not bad. This having maybe your family expecting something, they have some expectations of you, religious expectations. These are not bad things. Some of them are the very things that hold us together. But sometimes the identity that has been handed to you was built for someone else's life. It's just like your parents wanting a child to be a medical doctor by force, because that's what maybe they wanted for themselves but couldn't get. So when some of these things are handed down to you, you start to walk around with it, you'll be wondering why it doesn't fit, why you're not fulfilled, why am I not feeling. There are a lot of people that are doing well, they are doing very well in their careers, but they don't feel fulfilled because they just went with the flow. My daddy said I should study accounting. Just went with the flow, and they are where they are today, but then they are not fulfilled. Now, the third one is the hustle standard. Now, today the hustle culture is everywhere. Everybody hustle, 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 hustle. If you are not working, you are not hustling, you are almost useless. If you are not burning out, then are you even building anything? If you are not sacrificing your health, are you are not serious? That means you are not serious. If you are not working, if you are not suffering visibly, that means you don't deserve maybe money. That's the belief. Now this pressure is also subtle and it's brutal, and it tells you that who you are is not enough, that you have to continue to perform, that what you are producing, your results, is what makes you enough. Now I have a personal experience with this, and it took me a while for me to understand this. But I also came from a family of high performers. My parents are were professors in the hospital, in the university. They are retired now. So I grew up in the university environment. You have to read. I finished the first class. I got my second degree. I got my third degree. I'm on my fourth degree now. And so there's just that high standard that has been set. And I just felt like I had doing. I had to continue at hitting everything, and I burnt out. And when I decided to rest, like, okay, I need to. In fact, my rest was even forced on me because it was when I was pregnant. I got pregnant, I was so ill, I had to like bed rest and I had to rest. That period of rest, I was almost depressed because I was not working. I felt useless, like I felt like my life had no meaning, like I'm not doing anything. And they're like, you have to rest, but I feel useless because there's that thing that you just have to continue to walk. Now I'm going to give you 3 anchors that can help you hold on to find yourself in this noisy world. In this world that says you have to be XYZ, this is how you should be done, this is how you should, this is the pattern. You finish secondary school, enter university, NYSC, get a house. First one is know your non-negotiables. You have to have non-negotiable. With founders. Right now, I think the most recent client I signed should be my 79th client. So I worked with founders, that's founders of big companies. Now, every one of them, I love what I do because I get to sit down and listen to people that have built this incredible products and services and businesses, and I get to ask them questions and tap into their knowledge. Now, every one of these people that I have worked with or have met over the course of my life and have built something meaningful, a lot of them have a list, or conscious or unconsciously, they have a list of things that they will not trade. Now, I'm not talking about skills, I'm not talking about goals, I mean values. Skills, when you write it down. I know we're in a digital world. I have digital journals, but nothing beats when I write down in my journal, like the book. So when I pour things down, I'm able to put things in perspective, even my goals, strategies, things that I want to do. Okay, this is where I want business to. This is the next step. I put things down. I'm able to really look at things from it. You have things in your head and you're just dreaming, but when you put it, you are able to again. Those can be anything, non-negotiables. The second anchor is letting becoming be non-linear. Remember, I said we live in a world where everything you have to go to school, get a degree, get a job, have a career, you'll be successful, you'll be. Life doesn't work that way. I shared a long period master's from Obafemi Awolowo University. I struggled to get a job. A master's. I was at home for Instagram. That's all these thrift clothes on Instagram. I've carried clothes to sell, like hawk. I've hawked food. If I when I tell people my story, they're like, nah, I can't believe it. I say yes. I've cooked. That those times I would cook. I was in my father's house. I would buy food, use my father's gas, cook, put spark it, carry it on my head, go to schools. So I used to go to like secondary schools, wait for them when they are on break. And I was 7. I was making money. I was making money then. It was small, but I was living with my father. I was not paying rent. I didn't have a lot of bills, so I was okay with what I was making. From there, I gathered some money. I was able to start up. I opened a boutique. So that linear path that I thought was going to come for me, they told me, all you need to do is this: be intelligent, be brilliant, pass your exams in school. That's what they told me, and I thought, okay, yes, that's all I needed to. But no interviews. I went on. I've attended interviews. I walked around Lagos, enter bank interview. Don't be so fixed that, oh, this is how. Let God guide you. Let God guide your path. It might be go to school. In fact, we have people that drop out from school that are doing very well. It might be go to school. From school, you might even start doing business from school. From school, your business may blow. There are so many things you can do today. As I speak to you right now, I am doing so many things. I'm a lecturer in the university. I don't say this a lot of times, but I'm a lecturer. I'm running my business. I'm doing my PhD. I'm a mother of 2. I am a consultant in 3 different agencies, and I'm a speaker. I get invited to speak all over not just in Nigeria. I get to travel. So I'm not just I'm not just stuck to one thing. I'm also becoming. Everybody is still becoming. I don't think until you die, there's nobody that'll say, yeah, I have finished arriving. And we are all becoming. So my becoming, I've decided to detach myself from this is how your life should go. Some people go back to school at 50. I was reading a story of a woman that finished training her children, and she decided that she too wanted to go to school. She wanted to go back to school. Now that is somebody that is trying to become in a non-linear way. Now, moving on because of time, I really want to wrap this up. I think I've explained 2 anchors. The third anchor is protecting your becoming. Now, this one is one a lot of people skip. People know, a lot of people have non-negotiable, they are flexible and trusting the process, but they are not very careful about protecting their journey. Number 1, be careful of the things you consume. Still back to social media. Be careful of unfollow people. Anybody that is not adding to you, you can unfollow them. Thank God now, even on Instagram, there's a way you can put you don't want to see this again. Like maybe I don't want to see this type of, because nowadays it's not only people you follow that their content comes into your feed. Even people you don't know, their content just pops up. You can click, I don't want to see this anymore. You need to be intentional about the things you consume, the books you read. You need to feed your mind. I used to be someone that used to struggle with reading like good books. That's not novels now, like inspirational books. And then I decided to switch to audiobooks. So I pay for the app now. So I just plug in and I pay and I listen to things that lifts me up. Curate what you consume. If you are in a particular career line, you should be taking in and digesting information about your career. If there is a particular path that you're going, I'm currently taking a course I'm taking on project management because I want to delve into like I said, I'm also becoming. I want to delve into project management because I've noticed that a lot of my clients are also wanting me to step into project management, like in that capacity. So I'm taking some courses on that. And nowadays, in fact, every morning now while I'm working, I'm taking care of my baby. I just put on my AirPods, and I'm listening to things about like teachings on project management, even news, things, the new developments. You need to encourage learn how to feed yourself. Be intentional about what you're feeding you. You may just say, I'm just scrolling, Shebi is just Instagram. No, that time you are wasting. That time you are wasting. And what your feed shows is a silent identity architect. Like it, whether you like it or not, it shapes you. It shapes you. I've seen it I've experienced it in my own life. The kind of people that I am always scrolling, checking my subconscious mind, unintentionally, I find myself wanting to dress like them. I'm going to Owambe. I want corsets. That's the trendy thing now for Nigerian. Well, there's Owambe, and my tailor is like, what style? I'm like, corsets, so that it will be snatched. Why? Because that's what I'm saying. And now I'm tailoring my identity towards that. There's nothing wrong with corset, though. I still love a snatch outfit. But I'm just using that as an example. Another point is choose rooms that don't require you to shrink. You need to also be intentional about the people you keep around. Apart from what you consume, the people you keep around you. You need to keep people that, number one, would inspire you. Number two, would not make you feel some type of way about your growth or what you want to do. I always encourage people, make friends with people that are better than you, people that have no reason to look and be jealous of you. I always keep people that are all my friends I'm in my 30s, and most of my friends are like in their 50s. I cherish the knowledge that I get from these older people, because they look at me like, Esther, you're just starting your life now. I have my last baby is just 5 months old. I still have like really small babies, and I see people that their own children are already in the university, and I want to learn from them. I study people I keep close to me. Those ones that I don't need to try and shrink myself around them. Rather, I look up to them to get from them. Now, also know the difference between growth and assimilation. Growth is, you want to expand, you want to grow, while assimilation is like to compress yourself, to disappear. You need to tell the difference, because that will also guide you in the kind of spaces that you should keep yourself, the spaces where you should exist. Now, just to wrap up, because of time, you are allowed to build and stay whole. You are allowed to build, find yourself. It's not just based on what everybody is saying or what the world expects, but what you yourself want. What do you as a person want? You have permission to take up space. You have permission to grow at your own pace, not at the pace of everybody. I remember when I finished from uni, all my mates, everybody got jobs. Everybody, at least after NYSC, like 2 years, 3 years after, all my mates, everybody was working and were snapping, posting pictures of office. I was at home in my father's house. I was crying every day. But I had to, you have to grow at your own pace, whether that is fast or slow, and be ambitious but also be grounded. That is why the first thing I said was have non-negotiable. Your non-negotiable might be your gym, just like Dr. BC only spoke about, like when he was plotting the wheel of life. Your own might be, you might want, maybe it's the gym that keeps you grounded. Mine is my faith. Be ambitious, be visible and private too. Be bold and still, all at once. You can do it. And say, this is not for me, without explanation. If something is not for you, you should be able to say, this is not for me, without having to explain, or even if people feel you are not cool. Like, this is what you do. This is how everybody is doing it now. Why don't you want to do it this way? It's just not for me, because it's not for me. It's not for me. So you have permission to do that. The child that rises is not the one who becomes whoever the room needs. It is the one who walks into every room and remains unmistakably, unapologetically themselves, because that is how you differentiate yourself. That is how you are able to stand out. That is how you will make a name for yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Esther Ikoko, for that enlightening presentation. One of my key takeaways from your presentation is let your becoming be non-linear. This is a powerful takeaway for me because it means that my personal growth will not always happen in a straight line. Just like when you were giving your presentations, you said you came out with first class and you had a lot of steps. Even with your first class, you weren't given the opportunity to get a job. So, my becoming non-linear means that my growth does not always happen in a straight line. There might be setbacks. There might be failures and unexpected changes, but these are often part of the journey of becoming who I am meant to be. So thank you very much, Madam Esther. That was a beautiful presentation. Please, we just have a few questions in the chat box because of our time. So if you have questions, please kindly drop them in the chat box. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So we move to goodwill messages and some of our sponsors and our goodwill contributors behind every successful vision. There are people who believe in it and who support it and help it to grow. We will now invite our goodwill contributors to give their thoughts and encouragement. Please help me welcome Dr. Powell Pala, Mr. Olako Akinyi, Queen Ibonaya, Mr. Emmanuel Mayube, and Mr. Billy. Please, if you are the code, go on with your goodwill message.
I don't know if I can go first since no one knows. I'm the only one who knows.
Please, you can, ma'am.
Okay. Hi everybody. Good morning. Depending where you're joining today. I'm so excited to get on. It's truly an honor to be part of the Silent Forces Summit 2026. And I've listened to most of the speakers as spoke, and listening to Esther was I had to change my goodwill message because I could relate to most of the things she was speaking to. When I heard that this thing was let the child rise, it immediately made me reflect on a lot. I wish I had a lot of time to say so much, but then I would just be very short just because of goodwill message. But what I would say is one of the most important things of coming is you have to learn to center a lot of things. I learned to center a lot of things. I'm currently doing my career as an executive assistant, which most people look at a very at a very low angle. It was seen as a very basic role because I came from a royal family.
where standard was, something that was looked up there, and everybody just wanted me to do a particular thing. Be a medical doctor, get married at 28, do this, that. There was a lot of expectations. And also being a first child, a first daughter at that, I had to center a lot and say, this is what I want to do. And I've been building my career as an executive assistant to this stage. And as I've been building my career as well, I've also been learning to understand who I am as a person, which also made me my brand, because I also found out that I'm a people person. I've also had to walk away from, I got fired from a job years ago because I was people oriented. I got fired. And so it has come with a lot of things, trying to know who I am, trying to also understand my purpose as well. So what I would say, many of us spend our life trying to become more, achieve more, and prove more. Yet sometimes greatest transformation happens when we return to the person we were always meant to be, honestly. The child is not merely the stage of life. The child represents curiosity before fear arrives. The child represents courage before doubt takes over. The child represents possibility before limitations were introduced. And as we grow older, society often teaches us what to do. Always, if society is not teaching you, your family is teaching you, wherever you're working is teaching you. And that's why I would say, well done to the convener of this program. Each and every one of you that in this room are lucky to be in this room where you're hearing this word. Because the word is wicked. You will see people that see so much your potential. Even before you uncover your own potential, there are people that have seen your potential and they are ready to put you at a level where you can't even live up to that potential. That is why you need groups like where you hear things that are going to help you actually live up to that potential. So whatever you're hearing, you take it and act on it and work with it. It is not just about discovering your identity, understanding your purpose, and having courage to become the person God has designed you. It's not going to be a very simple process. You've listened to everyone that spoke in this room today, and you heard them speak about the challenges they've gone through. That is for you to know that it's not just going to be easy. Not easy. You're going to actually fight for it. But you have to side with it. Now every that you think innovator, entrepreneur, educator, and administrator was once endowed with a dream. The difference is just that they refuse to let that dream die. So today I just want to encourage every young person here, do not underestimate your potential because of your current circumstances. Because if you underestimate your potential, you might never live up to it. And living up to it means it could come wealth, come popularity, it could come with a lot of things. But you have to live. If you're not living your purpose, that is when you see some people remain poor, some people remain at a particular stage because they're not living up to their every potential. Each of them comes from something. It could come with long life, it could come fame, it could come wealth. Just imagine if you're not living up to it, and it comes with long life, and you're doing something else. So you should understand what you're here for, because every single thing you're here for has a gift attached to it. And once you're aligned with it, that gift just everything just aligns smoothly, and it's smooth. You just living your life, knowing fully well that you're doing what you're supposed to be here for. Do not allow your background to determine your future. I've said that before. Do not fear. Don't let fear silence. Give ideas and possibilities within you. Your voice matters. Dreams matter. Your purpose matters. And to the parents, educators, and mentors in the room speakers, thank you for creating this space where your young people can rise. The future is shaped by the environment we create today. And for everybody that is in this summit, I encourage you to ask yourself just one important question: who am I becoming? And my daily choices helping me become the person that I want to become. I hope this summit ignites purpose. I hope it ignites. I hope it stresses leadership. I hope it inspires transformation. And every participant. Thank you so much, Miss Queen Omonaya, for all your good messages. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Alright. Hello. Hi. I think I don't know if it can the moderator confirm that can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Alright, great. I like to first appreciate you as inviting me, and also like to appreciate the speakers that have spoken. Actually, it's been very insightful, very interesting. It's been great, and my good message to everyone listening will be that don't give up. This is popular saying in Nigeria says not necessarily give up when you fuck up. It literally means like you're like it's your loss if you give up, because at the end of the day you never get to find out what you could be and what you can be. So most times it's always just try as much as possible. Even if it takes some strength you keep moving, and it's always going to pay. And there's also about consistency. It's always results at the end of consistency. Personal experience and personal example for that, where consistency has got me results time and time again. The only issue with consistency is that we don't know when. But I mean, taking me that we would always get the result of consistency. So stay consistent whatever you're trying to do, and you get results. And what's important is try as much as possible to give up. Say silent horses. So I mean, from when I first started it was giving move heavy in silence and let your results speak for you. Move very heavy in silence and let your results. So that's what I talk about when I had the name stuff like that. Also, I think that's it for me. Stay consistent. Please do not give up, because next will my tomorrow. I'm sure that in the World Cup series that is going to have about keep that go went from I think to the one follower, right? This has happened. How is it out? So that kind of exposure like it. So the most important part stay consistent.
Stay consistent and never give up. Thank you so much for the message. We have man phone message.
Good day, everybody. Am I audible enough? All right. So good day, everyone. It's big to be here. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the organizers of this particular summit. And the theme is a very powerful one. Let the child rise. That's actually both timely and powerful. Understand? Because most times every great leader, innovator, or creator was once a child with a dream. You understand? Every leader that you see right now, that you see out there once a child, they dream. The difference between those who rise and those who make anything is often opportunity and guidance. If you want to rise, you have to build yourself. You have to focus on doing things that will make sure that you rise. While your friends are playing, you are building, you are reading, you are positioning yourself. You understand? So the difference between those who rise and those who remain is of opportunity, guidance, and the courage to believe that they can become more. See, right now, to every young person yesterday, I have a lot to tell you, but then my good message is actually time. So I'm just going to say this. You need to understand that your future is not something that happens to you, it's something you will. let me come again with that. Your future is not something that happens to you. It's something you do. You have to decide in your mind that, oh, I can't be small. I need to ride. That's why that the country is doing this country. I have to ride. I can't be mediocre. That's one thing in my life. I like saying a lot. I don't want to be normal because if I'm normal, I'll create normal results. I'll be putting forth normal results. You understand? So if you go through my page, you see that mantra, I don't want to be normal because if I'm normal, I'll just have normal results. So I want to be extraordinary. I want to do things that people are like, wow, amazing. You understand? So you have to. Nobody's coming to save you. And you have to build yourself. You have to focus on what needs to be done. Do what needs to be done. Don't wait till you are pushed. You understand? And time is very, very important. Time is your most valuable asset. As a young person, I will say this anywhere. That is your most valuable asset. Then learn to build profitable network. Learn to profitable connections. And also, one thing I would like to implore you to do is never be limited by your background or your age. You're never too young to change or bold. I started my first organization at the age of 10. You're never too young to change the world. You understand? So don't say, I'm still small. I can't do this. I can't do that. No, that's the idea. You have that dream. Put it down, write down on paper. Tell someone that inspires you. Tell somebody about it. Tell someone that inspires you. You understand? So surround yourself with people that think alike you. Surround yourself with great mind. Great mind think alike. You understand? And don't be limited by your background. Yeah. So my chapter 1 here, my final closure is that rise beyond limitations, rise beyond excuses, rise beyond fear, and become the person your future is waiting for. The world is not waiting for another spectator at all. We are too tired of having much watching. You need to set up class for you. You understand? The world is not waiting for another spectator. You must live here vision. And next summit, and oh my god, I gained a lot, and through that I was gain knowledge and insight, and now I am building my own vision. I am building knowledge. And that's just impact. Let's see that yes, you left here impactful, you gained something, and now you're in the future. You understand? The world is not for understood for builders, leaders, problem solvers, and trailblazers. As I round up, I just want to leave you one word. Don't give up. Don't give up. Yeah, I know you've had that times. Don't give up. Your dreams are the best. Don't let anybody turn you. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. You're never ever too young to change the world. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manuel. We'll have this great message. Thank you.
All right. Good evening from Nigeria and every other part of the world that we are hearing from. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate the organizers of this event and every person that has spoken. Hell yeah, before me. This is a great event, and this is one of the best events that I've attended this year. Even as someone that will give a quick message, I have really learned to myself as a young person. So the few things that I will just share for everyone on the call tonight is that we all need to understand that we have the human capital, human potential that the world really needs to transform and to change for better. So 9 billion people on the surface of the earth, each of us we have the deposit of what requires to make our world a better place. So if half of us are able to utilize our potential to a great extent, it means that there will be about 50% transformation that we experience. But let's take for instance that every one of us was able to push ourselves to the position that we are able to utilize this potential, it means that there will be 100% transformation. And God that created every one of us with different potentials within us didn't create some people to utilize the earth, while He created some people not to utilize the earth. So He has given every one of us the potential and also the ability to utilize it, no matter the obstacle or the challenges that we are facing. So I want everyone to see it from the perspective of hope. There is something I am bringing to the transformation of the world. So what you are bringing is not just for Africa alone, it's not just for Nigeria alone, it's not just for Ghana alone, it's for the transformation of the world. So if you refuse to bring yours to the table, it means that there will be a portion of the transformation of the world that is lacking. That's one. And the second one, which is the last one, is we all need to understand that it might get to a particular point that you are tired, you can be tired, you can be weak. Take some time to reflect, take some time to speak to friends, speak to a mentor. If you need to withdraw from certain things, please try to do it. So don't just keep going, make sure you seek direction, make sure you seek guidance. It's human to be tired. It's possible for you to want to give up. It's possible that everything you're trying to do and figure out is overwhelming. But you have to still trust the process, that no matter how hard it comes, you can always and you will always succeed at the end of the day. This often happens to people from maybe humble backgrounds. You tried something previously that failed. You were not really encouraged by parents when you were young. There were financial issues. Your family has started that. You really need to do from the scratch. It can be very tough and overwhelming because you do not have the leverage at all. So understand that it can be tough. Understand that you may think of giving up. Different times. Yourself. But trust that you have the ability to bring that transformation that the world desires. Know that you have the ability to bring up the innovation, the next innovation, to build the next unicorn that the world waiting for a big transformation and for big changes. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the great message. Because of our time, I will be giving you some background. So good message from Obama Foundation, Mr. Ferdinand. To the conference speaker, contributors, partners, and partners of the Silent 2026, extend our and best wishes as gathered for this conversation on the silent partnerships, identity, and becoming. Make today's conversations spark new ideas, strengthen conviction, and inspire practical action after the long year of practice. We wish all our guests a productive, impactful, and transformative summit. Thank you. Inspired by the mission and values of your foundation. And this second is from Mr. Durotoye. He extends his sincere appreciation to the organizers of the Silent Forces for the kind invitation extended to him to participate in this important gathering. He considers the platform dedicated to building conversation on identity, growth, purpose, and personal transformation. It is our hope that this discussion will challenge perspective, strengthen rigor, inspire purposeful action, and leave every participant better equipped to make a positive impact within their sphere of influence. Best wishes, Yemi Ubemade, as you have listened to convener and speakers, I know you will one or two things today. What are the silent forces you have personally had to overcome in order to grow, lead, or to pursue your purpose? Feel free to drop them in the chat box too. I will also be dropping a link to our WhatsApp chat so you could join when you are so free to ask questions. Now, it is often said that gratitude turns what we have into more. So to officially express our appreciation, I will invite our producer Salami to deliver the vote of thanks. Dr. Bruce, are you there? To Kudus, I want to thank you to everyone. Thank you to our guest speakers. Thank you to our participants for being so gracious. Before we end, as we prepare to end this summit, I would invite Pastor Vic to lead us in closing prayer.
Okay. Pastor Isaac, okay. Pastor Isaac, are you with us, please?
Okay. Thank you. Jesus.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before you conclude on that, I would love to appreciate everyone who have participated in one way or the other. I especially want to thank Mrs. Akinwumi, the convener of the Christian Educators Conference, who gave me access to our platform to be able to invite other people. Alongside, I want to thank especially our goodwill contributors. We have people from the international bodies. Mr. Dolapo, who based in Austria, spoke to us live today, and I'm very excited that he honored my invite. We have Dr. Sioni, who is going to be a speaker. We have Madam Andrew Paul. We have Madam Ikoko. We have John Todd, Mr. John Todd of the Chartered House, Lagos. We have as well Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Damola, and Madam Queen, who have done us well by honoring our invite. And I say thank you. And to every of my friends, I can see Bernard,
I can see Dr. B, and so many other persons. I truly appreciate you. You have done well, and to those who I don't know, you honored our invite. May God honor you always. It is well with you. Today is my birthday, and I want to say God bless you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring me. By God's grace, December 19th, we'll be having the physical conference, and I will hope to see you there. It will be bigger, it will be greater, and we know that God is backing us. Thank you once again. I appreciate you. God bless you. Stay well and stay safe. And why Pastor Isaac is having issue, we use this as a closing prayer, and we say, the Lord be with you, the Lord guide you, and the Lord make his face to shine upon you. It is well with you, it is well with the works of your hands, and it is well with all that you do. It is well with your family. You go in peace, and you enjoy the good fortunes of life. And may what we have heard and learned become a testament of God's goodness through this summit. See you December 2026, 19th December 2026, here in Lagos. The venue will be announced soon. God bless you. Stay safe and stay blessed. Good night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel, for saving the best for the last. Happy birthday to him. Let's not forget that pride being not really, the child must continue to rise. So thank you all for being part of this journey. God bless you and have a wonderful day. I remain your moderator, Dr. B. Thank you.
Arúgbó ọjọ́ máa lòlòlò, aṣíwájú òun lánàá, akẹ́yìn òun lọ́wọ́, ọba tó ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ tó ń bẹ lápá òsì, tó dúró ní àárín, ó bẹ pẹ̀lú mímí kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ dúró ní gbangba. Arúgbó ọjọ́ ṣe ní gbogbo ọ̀nà pátápátá, kò yọ gbogbo bàbá ooru. Ó sọ ti fẹ́ nínú ètò fún mi. Nínú Bíbélì, èyí sọ̀rọ̀ pé Jésù fẹ́ mi, ó yẹ pupa pé Jésù fẹ́ mi, Jésù fẹ́ mi, Jésù fẹ́ mi, ó yẹ pupa pé Jésù fẹ́ mi, Jésù fẹ́ mi. Mo ti ní Jésù lọ́rẹ̀, ojú gbogbo fún mi. Oníkọ́lá rẹ̀ wá tí ọkàn mi fẹ́. Onítọ́nà ìbàdó ìràwọ̀ òwúrọ̀. Oníkọ́lá rẹ̀ wá tí ọkàn mi fẹ́. Màá gbọ́dọ̀ olùtúnú mi ló jẹ́. Nínú gbogbo wàhálà, oníkàyọ̀ mi ló lórí. Onítọ́nà ìbàdó ìràwọ̀ òwúrọ̀. Oníkọ́lá rẹ̀ wá tí ọkàn mi fẹ́. Jésù alábàárà wúlálá. Jésù alábàárà wúlálá. Jésù alábàárà wúlálá. Jésù alábàárà wúlálá. Ó jókòó sórí ìtẹ́. Ẹ wo dé orí rẹ̀. Ẹ wo dé orí bàbá. Jésù alábàárà wúlálá. Ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́dún bá gbogbo fún afẹ́fẹ́ tí mo wú. Èló ni mo rò pé ẹnìkan sì lè sọ. ó máa sọ lówó kan ò tó lè sanwó ẹ̀mí o. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí i mọ́. Ẹ máa bọ́ tó bá lọ jẹ́ pé owó làásán ká tó lè mí. Ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ tálákà àti ọ̀run tó bá dákòrò. Àwọn olówó ti rọrùn dàrú tó bá ní kan sanwó ẹ̀mí o. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí i mọ́. Ẹ sọ pé kábíyèsí lọ́wọ́ ẹni ní mímọ́ máa àkàwé lọ sí láyé lọ ẹ ti ń bẹ̀ yọ máa tẹ̀sí ó ká sókè ìjọba lè irú ìsàlẹ̀ ìsọ̀rọ̀ thank you Baba ìgbéga wà wá láti wọ̀ ọlọ́run tó bá wù ayé ó tún lè rú ìwọ wù ó tún tẹ̀ tó yẹ ẹni ní òsì Jésù ẹsẹ̀ àyànfẹ́ ẹsẹ̀ Jésù mọ́mọ́ kàkà wà lára bàbá sáyé. I get it. Stigmatized, I am a boy. I am very excellent. Are you ready to talk?
Who's a snack? Being a snack isn't just about your looks, it's about how you show up. Are you the cheesy snack? The one who can talk their way through anything. No script, you just say it. Cool, calm, confident. Or are you the lovable snack? The one people just want to be friends with. You don't call for attention. It finds you and it stays. The sassy snack. You say it as it is. No filter. Not everyone agrees, but you've got their attention. The smooth snack.
sórí.